Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Good guys.
I just want to preface this by saying that I have a weakness for bad boys. I'm going to read from the book Unbroken, which is the book on which the movie Survivor is based about Louis Zamperini. And this is the part that tells about his childhood, which is, nowadays we would say he was a troubled youth. In my day, in his day, flaming juvenile delinquent. So, but he turned into such a strong person. I think that's very often true. It's kind of surprising where your strength comes from. The boy's name is Louis Silvi Zamperini, the son of Italian immigrants. He had come into the world in Orleans, New York, on January 26, 1917. 11 and a half pounds of baby, under black hair as coarse as barbed wire. We didn't have I read this in hardcover, but we didn't have it in hardcover, so
She's got it.
Trying to make it work on me. Well, that may be a short excerpt. It's backwards. Oh, I have to turn it on again, don't I? That's what the trick is. Fine. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Need a page turn help?
I do.
Let's see.
It isn't.
If I can figure this out.
I think it's this one, right? He's such an activist that he had a speaking engagement in this country and he got stopped at the border and turned back. He's a rabble rouser. But this book is The Dog Who Wouldn't Be, because he writes with great love and humor and tolerance, and I think he's funny about people and animals, and his dad was a librarian, oddly. So this is a description of this very colorful setter that he had. Vignettes of travel. The Mowick family was a restless one, or at least my father was a restless one. He's the Canadian librarian. Mother would have been content to stay quietly in almost any of the places that were temporarily homes to us, but father always yearned for far horizons. During the Saskatoon period of our lives, we traveled widely from Churchill on Hudson Bay to Vancouver on the Pacific shores. We traveled the hard way, too, for a librarian is always underpaid. Word. However, the lesson I learned from the vicissitudes of those journeys has stood me in good stead on my own travels, for writers, too, are always underpaid. In examining my memories of those excursions, I am struck by the way that Mutt, that's this dog on the cover, looms so large in all of them. There was our journey to the Pacific, for example. Looking back on it now, I can recall a string of vignettes in each of which Mutt was the center of attention, while for the rest there is nothing but an amorphous blur. We began that journey on the June day in 1934 when I finished my last school examination paper. I still possess
A light. Hers and the one by the empty chair opposite. On the sideboard behind her, 2 tall glasses, soda water, whiskey, fresh ice cubes in the thermos bucket. Mary Maloney was waiting for her husband to come home from work. Now and again she would glance up at the clock, but without anxiety, merely to please herself with a thought that each minute gone by made it nearer the time when he would come. There was a slow, smiling air about her and about everything she did. The drop of the head as she bent over her sewing was curiously tranquil.